Breaking news! Marcos Jr. hindi umano makikialam sa impeachment ni VP Sara Duterte. Nanindigan si Pangulong Marcos Jr. na hindi siya makikialam sa proseso ng Kamara, kaugnay ng mga impeachment complaint laban kay VP Sara Duterte. Ito ang naging tugon ng Pangulo nang tanungin siya ng media tungkol sa pagpapadala ng House Secretary General ng mga reklamo sa tanggapan ng House leadership. I have no reaction. That's not my job. That's the House's job. Let them work. I'm sure they will handle it properly.
I have no reaction. Hindi ko trabaho yan. Trabaho ng House. Pabayaan mo sila magtrabaho. I'm sure they will handle it properly.
The House Speaker has 10 days to include the complaints in the order of business. Back to you, Carmina.
Thanks a lot. Herlene Delgado there joining us on the line. Back here in the newsroom, Vice President Sara Duterte is seen as a key factor in why majority of lawmakers want President Marcos to retain his post. That remark coming from political analyst Edmund Tayao after the House Justice panel dismissed the impeachment complaints against the president due to lack of substance. Tayao says removing Marcos from his post would mean Vice President Duterte would take over, which for some is unacceptable.
Yung suporta sa Pangulo, hindi lang yun ang rason kung bakit meron pa din siyang numero. Kasi unang-una, siya ang lehitimong Pangulo. Kapag nagkaroon ng impeachment, ang mangyayari niyan, magkakaroon ng bakante sa pagiging Pangulo at ang uupo ay ang pangalawang Pangulo. Ang question ngayon, katanggap-tanggap ba ang pangalawang Pangulo? Ito din ang explanation kung bakit hindi nagiging sapat ang numero sa pagtatawag ng pag-aklas sa kalye. Kasi maraming pa ding nag-iisip kung matatanggal ang Pangulong Marcos, katanggap-tanggap ba ang papalit? Sa madalit sabi, the decision of the House of Representatives, if I may reiterate, may still be about numbers but is no longer only about numbers. It's no longer about political support.
Tayao also weighing in on whether the impeachment complaints against the vice president might face the same fate as those against President Marcos.
If the weighing of the evidences presented against the vice president will be considered in the same weight as that of the evidences supposedly mentioned in the impeachment against the president, I would suppose that it would suffer the same fate. However, alam mo, mahirap it's difficult to be clairvoyant, particularly pagdating sa politika, but let me just say na magkaiba yung mga kaso, the reasons used in the impeachment cases against the president and the vice president are different. With regard to flood control, for example, they've been everyone started by the Duterte group. They demonized quote-unquote insertions kasi yun yung pinakamadaling patunayan. Yung listahan laban kay Vice Presidente, medyo mas simple yon. Kasi we are talking of the use of confidential funds. First time the Vice President was invited in the House of Representatives, if she really was intent on cooperating and really was this convinced that what her office did, what she did really, was what is expected not only of her office but also of the funds, she could have easily proven the House wrong already. Kaya lang ayaw niyang sagutin yung mga tanong.
At kung kayo naman ang tatanungin mga kababayan, ano kaya ang inyong reaksyon at komento sa balitang ito? Please comment down below at huwag na rin kalimutang i-like at share ang ating video.
Thank you for watching.